Welcome. I'm David. I'm going to walk you through the AlignIntel app. This is created with teachers in mind, and this is made using medu.dev. We have the option to work locally as the app itself to look for alignment between lesson plans that we upload and standards or curriculum. We can input both of them here. I already have the standards of the school I work at built in. We can change those in just a second. But we also have the option to work through AI, for which we need an API key. I'm going to use one on the free site from Google AI Studio. I'm going to paste that one in there. You'll notice that this option up here changes now. And now I can switch between the Gemini AI engine and the local engine. Local is basically just running it off of my machine. It just uses fuzzy logic. It's not that great, and it can't generate the AI lesson plans. So I'm going to switch it back to the Gemini AI engine. We can paste from certain files. Sometimes lesson plans and standards have images and things like that, so it's easier to copy text. I'm just going to try upload a file. Let's do, you notice that we can do either PDF or Word documents. Let's do all files. And maybe we'll do language arts. And then, sorry, I uploaded that in lesson plan. In the standards, we want to choose, I think we said language arts. So we load up the standards of the curriculum there, and then we load the actual lesson plan on this side. So this would be where teachers would upload their own lesson plans. This is one of my teachers in, I think, 7th grade. And then we can analyze. This is now using the resources built in, where it's going through and it's checking what are the learning objectives from the standards document or the curriculum document. And it does search for different words. And then it looks at the lesson plan, the assessments, the activities, and if the teacher specified formative or summative assessments, it takes a look at all those, and it looks for congruency with the standards. It does take a moment here. We are on the free plan with the API key. What's going to come back is a report that will show a percentage for any matches it finds. Closer to 100% is strong alignment. This is just asking me to save the API key. And here we see the report, and the report is showing us a score. This is a percentage match, and it's also showing us which element of the lesson plan I was looking at. So we have some that are objectives, some that are activities, and it looks like some that are assessments. And the second column here is what it's taken from the actual teacher's lesson plan here, and what it's found that matches in the standards or curriculum. So that's the first part of what the tool does, is it looks for that alignment. We can now ask it to analyze the gaps, and it will show us what standards were in the document that were not applicable to that specific lesson plan. We can look at some improvement logs where we might improve that. And then the AI powered part, and this is where linking to an API really helps. We can ask AI to help us generate a new lesson plan. So built into the actual app are some prompts, and based on the options that we choose here, it will create, based on that lesson plan, a new lesson plan aligned better with those standards and some of these targets that we might put. For example, bilingual ESL support, or milestones in formative assessments. Once we click on the option to generate, it's now sending through to Gemini a bunch of carefully crafted prompts based on things that we've built in and the teacher's original lesson plan, and it will create a new plan. Again, we have the options there of Word and PDF to extract that. And it suggests a format here which we can download. But it also shows us below that in details what it has specifically done, what it's added, where it has found a match, and if there are activities that it has linked to. Because this is not a one-off tool, there may be times when teachers would want to save their work, and so it has access here to save it into a database, and that was something that we can access at a later time through the backend, the SQLite database. So that is it. That is AlignIntel for the MeDo hackathon built with MeDo.